Good morning, y'all. Let me go get some water. I don't know why. I feel like whenever I walk in here, I don't ever have water. And I just got some. Ooh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm not going to be on here long because I know y'all got Saturday errands to run. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I look rough, huh? I need to wash my hair. I really do need to shampoo as my not my teachers in beauty school used to say, we don't wash hair, you shampoo hair, you wash clothes. I went to a black school and of course they had attitude. They said you wash clothes, you don't wash your hair, you shampoo your hair. Hey baby. There go my baby. That's young CERCA. Honey, I see your pictures. You look real. I said, yeah, that's my daughter from another mother or something. I don't know. Cause honey, that baby is me reincarnated. Do you understand her whole style? I said, yeah, that's CERCA at 25, and she a Pisces too. I stay on your stuff, girl. Don't even trip. I said, oh, I'm gonna live vicariously through my internet daughter. And will, honey. I said, ooh. So, y'all Uncle Tone. Y'all Uncle Tone, Brother Tone, then sent me a gift. Thank you, Tone. Good morning. Can I fix you breakfast? Hell yeah. And Will, can you make fried potatoes and eggs and bacon and waffles and orange juice? I just said I want breakfast right now. And ain't nobody to cook it for me. Hell yeah, you can come and make me breakfast. And dinner and lunch. Honey, that's the way those CERCA's heart is food. Listen here, honey, you just said you sure can. They gotta make enough for everybody. See? It's always we when it's me, but it's never we when it's y'all. Ain't that something? You see how they do that there? I'm gonna have to take this off. I'm already sweating. This ain't gonna work. Hold on, y'all. Thought I was gonna be able to come in here and be free, but that's not the case. Shoot, it's hot. This thing. Listen, if you didn't go to Walmart and get one, you was tripping because it's cold. You can go outside and have your coffee without else, anything else. Hold on, y'all. That is warm. That ain't. You said, can you come and fix me breakfast? And can. Literally just thinking about if I want Bob Evans or what. You read my mind. Listen here. Good morning, everybody. So there's a number of things that I want to show y'all. Y'all seen the honey, I did not get to 155, 151 pounds by eating salad. And we'll eat mine and yours, so I hope you make enough, because I'll be trying to eat your bacon, your sausage, and your potatoes off of your plate after I done clean mine. Good morning, Day. And Will, Miss B, I am not that cute girl that's not going to eat. Don't take me to eat if you want somebody. I'm going to eat. I grew up in a house with 3 brothers, honey. I'm not scared to eat in front of nobody. So I'm supposed to be sitting here with my stomach in my back for what? And I'm going to poop after I get done. So I might walk out and waft and come on back. But that stomach, I got to let that out so I'm going to get the rest of it. Might be something left on the plate. Who you playing? Yes, girl. And I ain't gonna put it at the table. I go to the bathroom. But I'm telling you right now, see, they be trying to be cute. I ain't got none of that in me. Mm-mm. Ain't got none of that in me. You hear me? And don't. I was raised in a house with boys, baby. I do not care about none of that. So if you're looking for a dainty girl, you might want to go the other way, Shy. Listen. I know how to be a lady, but I also know how to be a boy, too. Very easily. Now, how you do this, Tom? This it right here. Let me see. Now that go like that. Breaker, breaker. They broke into the thing. Code red, they in the building. I'm so ready for this. How I turn this damn thing off? Ah, shoot, Joe Clark is coming for real, niggas. Y'all done messed up. Joe Clark. Mighty Joe. Lord, why they do this to me? Tone, you done did something there. I feel a skit coming on. I feel a skit coming on. Now, how to turn this damn thing on, Tone? You didn't tell me that part. It don't say no power or nothing. So these is the CB radios Tone was telling us about. The long distance. Where as long as you're on the channel, you can talk to people. And he sent me two. Maybe that one will be for Mr. CERCA whenever he comes. I'm thinking, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. But I'm definitely, Lord, I'm going to be running around my damn apartment talking about, Code Red, they're in the building. The enemy is in the building. Y'all think I should go to a church and do that? Huh? Y'all think I should go to a church and run through the church and say, Code Red, the enemy is in the building. Y'all think they'll put me out? Huh? Y'all think they'll put me out if I run through there and do that? Huh? I think I should do it. I think I should run through the church with my handy dandy device here and say, Code Red, the devil is in the building. I think I'm gonna do it. Tone, how I turn this damn thing on? There it go. Look at that. Y'all got my bail money? Okay, good job, KB. Good job. Code Red, they in the building. Like, I can't wait. Thank you, Tone. I got two of them, too. Look. Ain't this what y'all be doing? Ain't that how y'all be doing it? So I got this, and ain't that what y'all do? Thanks, Tone. So, we got those CB radios so that we can get on the same channel. We need to figure out what channel we gonna be on. Yes. Here go the other one. And it's a charger in here. They got these, I think, on sale for like $50, $30. I got one too. I need a license though. Shh, girl, they said in times of emergency. The world is at war. That's an emergency. We ain't playing on them now. Because licenses tell you where they tell people where you at. You know that? A license tell people where you is at. I wouldn't do it. We ain't talking on them now. We ain't talking on them now, baby. And we gonna be trying to hide from the people. Not where you at. Now, y'all know that sometimes I get to surf this World Wide Web when I'm not working on it. This is true. They give you a number when you get a license and do. That's why CERCA didn't have a driver's license for like 10 years. Nigga, I'm on the move. I don't need nobody tracking me. I'm on the move, nigga. Driving from one end to the other, honey, of the country with no license and did. They said we done pulled you over 10 times and it'll probably be an 11th on my way back. It'll probably be an 11th on my way back. I think at one time, yo, I owed like $3,000 in speeding tickets. Nigga used to be putting the pedal to the metal. You hear me? Driving from the mid-America all the way to the West Coast. Bad tags, no insurance, no license. Just Just ghetto. That's how you know when you're young, you're stupid. Because you don't even care about the danger. You just be looking for the adventure. You do not even care about the danger that you is putting yourself in. Girl, I rode dirty for a good decade. And then I used them kids to get out of going to jail. I don't have no family, which I didn't. Sir, I don't have any family here. I am a single mother just trying to do the best that I can. I have absolutely no help. And sometimes it's really expensive. And I'm just trying to keep food in my kids' bellies and keep them in a bed. You know what? I understand. I'm going to let you go this time. Bet, nigga, because I'm on my way. Woo, kids, we out of there. Shut up. Sit down. Put your seatbelt on. Let's go. And did. You said facts. And did. And do. I'm just out here trying to get it. Listen here, I ain't got the money to pay them niggas, but I gotta pay this rent now. We're gonna have to figure that out. It's rent or the tickets, and I can't live at the jailhouse, at the courthouse. I can't live there, so there's that. Not gonna give you guys my money, cause then the rent people gonna be coming looking for me. Not I'm riding dirty right now. Don't tell nobody. The police might be in here. 4 years riding dirty cost me $250 to get. Girl, I wish. Did you hear me say $3,000? And I think they added some fees on, because I ended up spending almost $4,500 to get my license back. No joke. Because it was like $3,000 one time. Then they came up with this ticket from nowhere talking about fees and whatnot. So I was paying on them tickets for almost 8 years. They was getting me though. Indy is they be doing stuff. It's okay. I got it back now. That's all that matters. It's back now. And that's why I don't be going nowhere. I'm doing nothing. Anyway. So, who remembers that we come in here and there is crazy people all the time that say if God wanted it in the Bible that it would be there? Who remembers that? Y'all hear that every time we come here? I want to show y'all something. If I can find him. I know I saved it, but I be saving a lot of stuff, and I need to quit doing this. Let me go on my repost. That's probably where it's at. Okay, let me see. I be reposting everybody's stuff. Dad. I need to start learning the creators' names. Is the issue? Oh, there we go. Who's ready to get their whole head bust open? Y'all might have already seen it. God put it in there, man took it out. You said it, Jesse. But I'm about to show y'all. Y'all probably already seen this because I reposted it. But do y'all want to see it? Look at this. Hold on. And it's about to die. Of course. Of course it is. Oh! Just charge for a little bit. Okay. Why is this sound all the way down?
I have over a dozen Bibles in front of me. Have you heard of the lost books of the Bible? I have over a dozen Bibles in front of me.
I want to get in this man library so bad.
And did you know that out of these 13 Bibles, one of them has a book that is not in any of the others? What is that book and which Bible is that in? It is in this Bible right here that is from Ethiopia. It is in...
Let's run that back. You said what?
And if you look at that 18 Bibles, one of them has a book that is not in any of the others. What is that book and which Bible is that?
I got this Bible.
It is in this Bible right here that is from Ethiopia. It is in Ge'ez. And if you look at that, you can see that this book talks about concepts of the original sin, fallen angels, demonology, the resurrection, and the final judgment. Into. As part of the pseudepigraphy or false books. It's a book attributed to an author, but it was obviously written after that person was alive. It goes back over 2,000
Which
years.
makes sense because he died and his sons had the book. He took the book back to his sons. He took the book back to his sons. He took the book back to his sons. He took the book. Oh, back to his sons. He took the book back to his sons. So the only Bible out of all these books is that one. And it's an Ethiopian Why you got the Ethiopian Bible? Because they have the oldest recognized canon, Christians. You might want to learn that. Ethiopia has the oldest canon, the oldest recognized canon. And what's going on over here is 2 Ethiopian Bibles. Now, do they have the Book of Enoch? No, they don't. But I'm getting closer. Do you understand me? Oh, yes. And do. And they're in 2 different Ethiopic languages, which is pretty darn cool. So the same papers, look here, the same papers that this man was holding up is how my words look on the inside of it. Oh, there we go. Pause. Do you see it? 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 Tell me you see it. Oh, yes. And they say I be doing too much. And they say it don't take all that, but it do if you want to know all. And I want to know all. But it do. So, Enoch did used to be in the Bible. Oh, I translated, Miss Nancy. You know I'm right here with y'all. But Bixby can read all kinds of stuff. Google Translate will. Want all of it. You heard me. You heard me. You said what? You said I don't need all of these for what? So what didn't used to be in there, Christians, you said? Because biblical scholars will say that Ethiopic books are the oldest recognized canon in the world. Would you like to know why? Who wants to know why? I'm about to show y'all why. Why it's so important. And why the Ethiopians is so caked up. Who knows? Hold on now. I'm going to show you something that I just seen. I said, I'll be trying to tell people, but everybody be thinking I'm crazy because we got a class about this. But we're going to talk about it right now. Let me see. Okay. Repost, girl. Where is it? Oh! Are you ready? What was Solomon's son's name by the Queen of Sheba? What was his name? Don't Google it. If you don't know, just wait. Anybody know? Don't Google it. Maybe there's another name. Anybody? Menelik. No. Menelik. No. No. David was Solomon's dad. Menelik. Now, look here what I found on last evening.
Real records from different countries 100 years ago. China.
Colonize us. Okay, come on, get to it now. Come on. Come on. I don't want to skip the part. Oh, here it is, right here. Look at this, what it says here. Hold on. Pay attention. Stop. It says the emperor unveils a monument to Menelik, his predecessor. Menelik. Out of the Menelik dynasty, that is the child of the Queen of Sheba and Solomon. That is why they have the oldest recognized canon. Because Solomon was the wisest man on the earth, and he banged out Queen of Sheba, and they had a son named Menelik. This is why, if we want to know what Solomon looked like, we can look at Nipsey Hussle. You want to know what Solomon looked like? Look at Nipsey Hussle, boo-boo. And 2, Selassie, whatever. Solomon David, boo-boo. That's why the Ethiopians have the lion, pumpkin, because Solomon is their great-granddaddy. And you can look this up. The Menelik dynasty, Menelik is the son of Solomon by the Queen of Sheba. This is why when she left, after she traveled to come see him, he sent her back with 4 times what she brought him. And we did the math. It was hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars worth of stuff. That's because he had to take care of his seed. She got pregnant while she was up there asking him all them questions. She like me, she a sapio. And that knowledge turned her on. So she came on back a couple times. Yes, the Ethiopians are the line of Solomon, or one of his lines. He had babies, and you can go as far back in history and look it up. I already did the studies. You can look it up for yourself. That's why they used to walk around with all that gold and crowns and walking around like this, because that's Solomon money. I mean, the queen had her own, because she was very rich, but she didn't have money like Solomon. And Solomon beat them cakes up and sent her on home with a baby and some change. And was. He said, oh, you like my mind? Well, wait a minute. Wait till I show you my branch, baby. And wait a minute, girl. I got something else to show you. And you won't leave here. See, Solomon wasn't like these niggas. Wasn't like these niggas. He laid the load down and he made sure he took care of the load. That's a king. He ain't leaving baby batter and not going back to make sure the bread rolls right and make sure it's, packaged right. He ain't doing that. That's y'all. That's these new kings that don't take care of their responsibility, but they want all the reverence and worship. That wasn't how Solomon was. He took care of his kids. Matter of fact, before the chick even left, he made sure she had whatever she needed for the pregnancy. Oh. Ain't that some interesting stuff? I just wanted to show y'all that because folks be talking crazy to me. And y'all hear me say all the time, it's just because they don't know. They haven't taken the time to do this study. Most people only study from one point of view. But if you move all of that out and you just start learning from zero, you will see it. You will see it. Study the Menelik dynasty. Oh, yes. Because I was reading in the Bible. I think that's how I found Menelik. That's how I found him. It was either there or one of the lost books. But his name was, I'm like, who is Menelik? Then I go look it up. It's Solomon's son. Solomon's son by Queen of Sheba. We got the book, The Queen of Sheba, somewhere in here. Let's see. I don't even know where it is. Where are you, Queen of Sheba book? Queen of Sheba book. The Illustrated Guide to Mythical Creatures. Where is my Queen of Sheba book? Where are you? Oh. Oh, no. Do you see it? The Kebernagash, the Queen of Sheba, and her only son, Menelik. See how they spelled it different, though? See how they be playing on them letters? You see it? Ethiopia. So that's why they be trying to play. What's in the news right now? This place. And the young man and his retinue made straight their way and journeyed on and came into the country of the neighborhood of Gaza. Queen, who had believed the word of Luke, the apostle, the Queen of Sheba did? Really? Who would have known? Do you see this here? They were in Gaza. And she believed the words of Luke. Can you please screenshot? What, this? Or the front of the book? You see this? They were in Gaza. I keep telling y'all the reason that they be. Y'all believe me now? Do you believe me now? Now, let me quit playing with y'all. But this is why when people come in here talking crazy to me, because they only think that I've ever read from the Christian point of view, and that's not true. It's not true at all. I studied as much as I could. Every time a word, if you go look up a word, every word will lead you down a rabbit hole, other than the, and was. Every single word that you look up, if you do it right, will lead you down an amazing rabbit hole. Amazing. Now that we have that, you see it. Oh. You said, sorry, Auntie Naisha, I'm going in the corner. What's the happy? Somebody got put in the corner. Look, we got aunties putting people in the corner over here too. Where did I start my studies? With the Bible. Every single thing that I have read, I found a key in the Bible, like a breadcrumb, and I started following the breadcrumbs. This is why the Bible says there's mysteries hidden in his word. But if you just gonna read it, it's nothing there for you. You're right. It is allegorical stories or whatever you want to call it, myths. But if you study, the Solomite dynasty is false. Really. Well, let's see how far Solomon's dynasty went. Let's see. Let's get this. And where's our other book? Oh, that. What else we got? We got some other stuff. What else we got? You know what? Never mind. Because you know how some people don't know and they'll try to trick you into telling them so they don't have to go look for it themselves? That's what I'm going to do. That's my answer for you. Believe what you want. Believe what you want. I'm going to go on and let you have that zygote. There you go. Boom. I ain't got time. I'm too happy this morning. Folks be trying to, but you know how people don't know, so they'll try to act like they know, so that you can tell them the information. Cause y'all, I be on here. I be seeing, as soon as I finish my class, niggas be having videos up in less than 30 minutes. I done seen it. I was watching it yesterday. I know what I taught about today, and I know it's an hour later, and all of the stuff that I talked about in my class be coming right around. I said, well, damn, at least say I was watching CERCA TROVA when I found this information. While y'all going viral, sneaking in my class. You don't want to do the work, but you going to come over here and siphon my information. Really? I had to sit down and study and be broke for 10 years for y'all to make a lot of money off of my studies. I don't think so. Girl, you do see it every day. Y'all just don't be knowing it. Them be the users 24630s that be in here. I promise you. Oh, shoot. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So there's that. We did Tone's. Tone, are you in here? He might be asleep. It was the fake page for you. Listen, folks is crazy. I promise they is. They gon' come in here. Now, granted, we supposed to be teaching other people, so I get it. Facts. My whole timeline be about what you be teaching and do, because they all be in here watching silently from the outside. It's okay. Come on in. I think my dad secretly watches you. He ordered the ice maker. Probably do. Listen, okay, so can I tell y'all something that's not new? It's a lot. Y'all see my baby daddy was in here. The day I was at the park, he said, excuse me, your phone is messing up. Oh, I didn't know you was watching, baby daddy. Hey, he texted my real phone while we was on live when I was at the park. Checking my, your signal's messing up. I didn't know you was watching. Hello. Listen here. Hey, it's ex-friends and people I don't F with no more. They all be over here. Hey, y'all. Cousins I didn't quit talking to that then went and made new pages and try to come in here and troll me. They all here. Ex-boyfriends. Chicks that I don't mess with no more. Hey, y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? Well, actually, I don't really care to know, but hey. I don't really care to know. And now they don't love me. What it is they don't. That's actually not what happened. They thought I was like everybody else and realized you can't treat everybody the same because some people are kind of special to God. And you're going to be careful how you treat folks because you never know what hell is going to bring on your life. And I don't wish nothing bad on people, but when you try to do right by people, guess what? They heap coals on their own heads. This I know. I've seen it time and time again. So God is not going to make me mess with you when he know you a snake. Because he needs me to be happy. He needs me to be in the right mind so that I can do what I'm supposed to do. And you are an energy vampire. No. Be the same person in my face and talking about me like a dog behind my back, but you're not telling them that I prayed for you when you was going to kill yourself or any other stuff that I got a chance to pray into your life or speak into your life. You never tell people that. You always only got something crazy to say. For real, for real. Yeah. Literally. Y'all don't know how many people I done prayed for that they life get better and then they turn around and try to destroy my life. It's crazy. I promise. Happens all the time. But that's what they did to Jesus, so I should expect it. No, you should expect that. If you really walking with Christ, you should expect that because that's what happened to Christ. He came to save the people. They loved him at first, and then all of a sudden he was a witch, a warlock. All the same people that was worshiping him was the people, not worshiping him, but welcoming him was the same person that was talking about kill him. So if he said you're going to go through the same stuff that I went through, that means that I should look for people that I have taught and helped and prayed for and loved to do me dirty. I should look for that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. To be double-handed and all of those things, I should look for that. Because I'm a real follower of Christ. And he said the same things that happened to me. People have called me a witch. They have all the same names they called God, the Jesus, when he was walking. I'm serious. I have gotten all those names. Not an alcoholic, but the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be offended or anything because you not going through what I'm going through. So maybe you're not one of his kids. Oh. Because he said his kids was going to go through the same things he did. You're going to be called this in my name. You're going to be persecuted. Some of y'all going to be killed. So I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Now, look what I was about to do with my lips, y'all. That was about to be tragic. So let me tell y'all. Y'all remember when I was talking about envy the other day? Who remembers when I was talking about I don't want nobody to be jealous of me. I don't want nobody to be envious of me because those people will hurt you. Why was I watching a show, a murder show, and it blew my mind because the investigator said people think jealousy is the worst thing. Jealousy is not the worst thing. He said envy is the worst thing. Because envy will make you kill that person because you want what they have. Because you want to covet their life, their aura, their whatever. Envy is actually worse than jealousy. I don't want you to be envious of me. I told you envy and jealousy will have a person take your life or destroy your life. They'll be right in your face talking bad about you behind your back. That's what envy is. I don't want nobody to be jealous of nothing I have. I don't want you to be envious of anything because then you'll be trying to destroy me secretly. friends that when y'all around and it's other people around y'all, look, when it's other people, my mama, Lord, she's so envious, huh? I came from a family of envious, jealous people. I'm gonna do it better than them, and they ain't gonna do, and my hair longer than theirs, and this, and this, and this. It's always about who better. It's a whole competition. Who got the nicest car? Who got the nicest furniture? Who got the nicest house? Who kids doing what? Oh, they kids ain't like, go away. I'm not in competition with not a soul. That's why when these pastors and stuff come on here, these people come on here, I'm not in competition. Go. I just don't understand if they be having so much information, why they not teaching. Why do y'all have to try to come in my class and teach? If you have so much and if you know so much, you should be teaching people instead of coming over here trying to combat with me about what you feel like I know or ask me questions to see what I know. And have y'all noticed it's mainly men that do that? Y'all thought I was lying, didn't you? Didn't y'all see? I told y'all these right here intimidate them niggas. And I mean men of all colors. When I say that, I mean ignorant folks. These books intimidate men. If y'all have not noticed, not all, but everybody that come in here attack me is men because they want women to be stupid. They don't want you to know anything. It be women too, but it mainly be men that come for me in here. It mainly be men that come for me. And I don't hate men or nothing, but bro, come in here and learn. Why is you intimidated? Get your books out. Men of God. Men of God, get your books out. You learning, Joe? See, Joe is learning. Like, why is you mad? You weird. So, now that y'all know that Enoch used to be in the Bible, how do y'all feel? And how will you feel when people tell you that you should not be reading the book of Enoch? Now, who wants to know why the main reason of why these books were taken out? Huh? Because they wouldn't be able to lie to you and show you all them white faces. All the books that they took out covered up where black folks really came from and who we really were. That's why they changed the names from Maccabees to Maccabees and Cush to Chus. Because if you think about it, they only want to tell us about our history to like when slavery started. The reason they went in there to paint over the Egyptians and make them white. Yeah, the Maccabees, Maccabees, is the same as the Meqbyen or An, the Maccabeans. The story is the same. You should read it. Oh, yes. Now, you see how that man was dressed in Ethiopia? Do you see how the Catholic priests are dressed? They stole their clothes from the black folks. The staff and all the heavy garments, they stole that from the Ethiopians. The heavy crowns and how they wear them, they stole it. They did. So this whole cultural appropriation thing is not new, boo. They've been doing it for a long time. Hate to tell you. It's the truth. The books that are included has answered questions for me, and they will continue. But this is the thing. How is it that one of the first recognized canon or the first books, for real, had the book of Enoch in it? The first, but one of the oldest Bibles that man got in his. Ooh, I would just love to go. How y'all want to get in my library? That's how I want to get in there and just rub my hands on the books. He got some books that's taller than me. I just want to touch it. I just just touch it like this. Like, just smell it. Look, I'll be in there like this. He'll be like, Miss CERCA. I'll be like, look. Can we be alone for a moment, please, sir? Just like to smell these books alone. I'm trying to tell y'all. I just need to smell them alone, touch them alone. Can we have some private time, please? Can I have some private time with your books, sir? Please and thank you. You want to give me a little personal time with your books? No? You said no? Okay. Please. I wish somebody tag me in his stuff so he can let me come over there. Just say, we know a lady that want to get in your library. She ain't going to touch nothing. The Old Testament ends with Persians in control, and New Testament starts with Rome. Mm-hmm. That's why I said the people over there right now is the Romans. They never left. They intermarried and then killed off all the originals or exiled the real Jews, and they've been cosplaying Jewish people for about 2,000 years. What's that girl's name? What's her name? Rachel, what's the name? She was the NAACP person. Rachel. What was her name? And everybody thought she was black. And she had been cosplaying a black woman for like 20 years. What's her name? Rachel somebody. Rachel Doza. Dozow. Yeah, her. They doing that. They've been doing it for 2,000 years. So Rachel Dozer. Yeah, they've been doing the same thing as her. That's why they're so intimidated about the black Israelites. Because if you start looking, you're going to find out some stuff, and all you got to do is look. You get more and more. Listen, don't get angry. Don't do it. Why do Israelites deny Christ? They denied him in the beginning. That's why I said when the church people do the same thing, though. That's the sad part. The church people deny Christ too. They swear up and down they don't, but a lot of stuff they be doing, it's not Christ's work. It's not how Christ moves. It's not how Christ talk. It's not how Christ does stuff. And so just like they look like Jews, but they not, I keep telling y'all it's a lot of synagogues of Satan over here, churches of the devil that y'all be running up in. But because you don't know the difference. Just like, okay, so let me ask you a question. Seeing that man had a Bible that is one of the oldest Bibles that had the book of Enoch in it, when pastors are standing over the pulpit telling people not to read it because it was not in the Bible, who's a liar? Because most pastors don't even know that the Ethiopian canon is the oldest recognized canon. They only go as far back as the Greek. So, when you read in Hosea 4, and it said, God has rejected people as his pastors because they refuse to learn, and his people are going to perish because they have a lack of knowledge. Do you not see it now? When I told y'all all of these books were included, the Catholic Church and different people started taking them out, but they were in the Bible. Prior to the Bible that King James had. Enoch and Jasher changed my life 11 years ago and will. So now that you know Enoch is in the oldest Bible, how does that make you feel about reading your Old Testament Supergraph and the other books that they took out? And if you realize when you read them, it's telling you everything that's going on right now in our world. Do you realize a lot of that stuff wouldn't be going on? No, we didn't come from the Anunnaki. Maybe you did, I didn't. Them ain't my folks. Do y'all realize that the Anunnakis were cursed? The races of the giants were cursed. No. They were the bastards, the reprobates that the Bible talks about in the Bible. They were Nephilim, the Zimzum, and the all the Jebusites and all of them. They were a cursed people. This is why God did not want Israel having kids with them because they have been genetically modified already. They didn't get here to the 7th generation from Adam. Now, did they make a version of, did they start a lineage of humanoids? Yes. But they are, that version of humanoids is also why the world had to be flooded. So you want to be connected with cursed folks, go right ahead. And it's so funny because everybody they be talking about the Anunnaki God, they be doing magic. And the fallen angels that were the fathers of the Anunnaki and the Gibberum and the men of Gath and all of that, they all did magic because they taught their wives. So y'all right on target. I don't want no parts of it though. Because the Bible said that the lowest places of hell is reserved for the witches, the diviners, the warlocks, and the like. So if y'all like darkness, stay on over there. Because you're going to have as much of it as you can get since you like the dark arts. God said, y'all like the dark? Bet. You ain't even going to be able to see your hand in front of your face. Ever. Never again. You'll not be able to see anything. Your punishment is going to be in the dark. There will be no light where you are. Since you ran to the darkness to get your information, you're going to stay there. In the dark. Because you led my people to dark spaces. You led them to dark things. You read the life of Adam and Eve. It was eye-opening, very good. It will change your life. Folks just be jumping on bandwagons, don't do no studies, don't understand. So you are aligning yourself with a cursed race. You aligning yourself with a cursed race. Why in the world would you want to do that? Yes, it's on YouTube right now. Can you have a list of books? What books? You want something to read right now? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I won't be making a list of my books. That's how people come steal your stuff. It won't ever be a list. I promise you. Now, I can show you some of the books we read out of every day, but yeah, I probably won't ever make a list of books because, even with like insurance and stuff, that's how they know what you got, I won't be making a list. Y'all not be coming to get my stuff. But this book right here, I've dreamed about all of it. These are just a few of my journals of my dreams. This is just a few of them. This ain't even all my dreams from my journals from this is about the last 5 years, 4, something like that. And it's a little bit more of these. Yeah, I dream a lot. I haven't been dreaming in the last year or so as much. But yeah, this is just, yeah, I do. I write my dreams down. That's why I tell y'all to write them down too. Ooh. No, Jesus ain't never came to me in my dream. Not that I know of. Not that I can remember. Listen, my dreams were about, okay, so a lot of times prophets don't get to see pretty stuff. Do y'all understand that? Prophets have to see the ugly stuff to tell you about it, and this is why we be so angry, because we had to be woke up out of our sleep, out of some old tumultuous, crazy bombs dropping, people getting their head chopped off type stuff to come and tell you what's coming, because we have to see it so that we have a passion when we are telling you. You understand what I'm saying? So I being already seen the craziness, and I'm trying to tell you, and then you gonna have an attitude with me like, nigga, you just don't know what's coming. I used to cry. I don't anymore. I drop that load and keep it pushing. Whatever grow up out that fertilizer, grow up out that fertilizer. You hear me? I'm not forcing you to listen. I'm not forcing you to believe me. But I don't have to listen when you call me and tell me that it happened. I don't have to listen to you cry. I don't have to listen to you be upset, because then you're still going to have an attitude with me because it happened. So then I don't have to listen to that because I tried to tell you. I dreamed a snake was coming to attack me, but it crawled away and had a huge belly full. Like I tell y'all, when I was with the guy before my husband, I dreamed every single night that man was trying to kill me or hurt me. And I would wake up every day and say, would you ever hurt me? Would you ever kill me? Especially the first year of our relationship. And then when we had been together about 8 months, he tried to kill me. And then he tried to kill me again. Yeah. I kept having dreams that he would be in a dream and a snake would be biting my hands. And so I looked it up, and if a snake is biting your hands, that means that somebody is trying to stop the work of your hands. And it's so crazy because I had just started that company I told y'all, which is basically Shein now. And he went and told his whole family what I was doing, how I was doing it. Like, he was ruining my business. Then I had a wholesale license. He was going in the wholesale place, getting stuff, not telling me. And so then I had to pay taxes on that stuff. The woman that he cheated with and ended up having a baby with later on, I saw her 18 months before he ever even met her. I saw the phone he had and everything, and I wrote it all down. And then, just like with my ex-husband, I told y'all, guys used to tell me, boy, I just write it down. I quit trying to tell him, quit trying to let him know I knew, and I just started writing it down. And then when he would do it, I would just open my journal and show him the date like this. I already knew 2 weeks ago he was about to do this bull stuff. So that's why I ain't even tripping. I don't care because I already knew. Talk about sleeping with the enemy. Yes. 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 2 times in my life for sure. The man before my husband and my husband were definitely my enemies. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I told y'all 4 weeks into my marriage, God told me that when the world was ending, he was going to leave me and my kids. As soon as COVID hit, he packed his stuff and left. Matter of fact, 2 days after, 3 or maybe 4 days after our 3-year anniversary, or 4 year. It was 4 years. Our 4-year anniversary, literally, he packed his stuff up and left. And that's when everything was shutting down. You know what I'm saying? All of it. But remember, I told y'all God had told me that COVID was coming, so I had been prepping. Well, when he left and he took his money, no, he came back because it didn't turn out like the way he thought it was. But when he left, I wasn't working, so I didn't have to worry about buying anything. And I always try to pay my bills up and have them a month ahead of time. Because I don't know what you niggas is going to do. So we didn't need nothing really while he was gone. I had everything, so it wasn't a big deal. I'm trying to tell you, God will tell you what's coming if you listen. He will. So now that we know that the book of Enoch was in the first Bibles, do that make you feel happy? I did, and then I divorced him a year later. I had to wait for God to let me out. Yep. Yeah, I did. I prayed and I said, if you want me to get divorced, you're going to pay for this divorce, Dad. And he paid for it. I didn't have to pay nothing. It was free. And that's how I knew I was being let out, because I could have left a long time ago. And I'm not a cheater, so I did not cheat on him, even though I had all the rights to, because I wanted to do the right thing so that when I got into my next situation, God would bless it. Because if you do wrong in your relationship, then there will be wrong coming to you in your next one. And I didn't want that. So I didn't cheat. I didn't do any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I was perfect, but I didn't cheat or go outside of my marriage or none of that stuff. I still was cooking, doing everything. But when God let me out, nigga, you gotta go. I'm out. It's time for you to go. And because God knew I wouldn't have been alive if I would have stayed in that marriage. I'd have stroked out because he just stupid. He got online. My daughter told me the other day, talking about some, yeah, I'll wait for a chick, marry her, smash her, and leave. You look stupid, weirdo. Did you think that was something to make you look glamorous? Or if you was referencing me, nigga, you had to wait 2 years to even smell it. Do you understand that? 2 whole years. You couldn't get nowhere near it until I had a ring on my finger. You ain't making me feel nothing. You look like an idiot. So was you trying to embarrass me? Because you embarrassed your damn self. He wasn't smashing nothing. I guarantee that. Moving on. I slept on the couch most of my marriage, so I don't know who he was talking about. Couldn't have been me. Anyway. Now, I'm for real. Now that you know that the Book of Enoch is in there. Now, how many cartoons have we seen about people being turned into animals? Because I'm not the one calling talking about I want my marriage back either. Trying to put word out to everybody I can that if I could get my wife back, I would. Staying connected to her children so that way you could try to see. I had to block him on everything. Okay. Do we know the name of magic that does that? You slept on your couch for 4 years, man, because once they disgust you, get away from me and don't touch me. Don't even kiss me. What's the name of the magic that turns you into an animal? I don't know why y'all saying no. Y'all watch it on y'all videos all the time. How many times y'all done seen somebody in y'all music videos morph into an animal? Snoop Dogg turned into what? Come on. Stormy Rad, you on my thing, Thriller. What other ones? What Meg turned into? Who turned into a lion? Michael Jackson turned into a panther. She was shedding herself out of a snake. Doja Cat, what was she? What did Doja Cat turn into? A cat? The devil and a cat. Okay. All right, Catwoman. Got it. No. I was saying like how Snoop Dogg changed into a whole Doberman. Now, listen. I saw her as a spider in one of her videos. Ooh. Okay. Now, who knows what's the crazy dude's name that used to be in That's So Raven. What's his name? Orlando Brown. Is that his name, Orlando? Now, don't Orlando be telling us that in those rituals when everybody come out with that black eye that they got turned into an animal? Is he really crazy? Because Orlando told us that there is a nerve in your rectum where you can get turned into an animal. And we know that the elite do magic. Right? I don't think it's in here. Oh, is this it? Transformations. Oh. Like this? They change like this? What's that say? The woman, the hound, the otter, the brook, and the pecking hen. This guy can be a hare, a salmon, a dove, or a grain of wheat. Really? So you can change into an animal. Who remembers the Bible saying when you go get your blessed oil? When you go get your blessed oil, or when you make your blessed oil, don't go to the apothecary to have them make it. In biblical times, he said you need to make it after the way of the apothecary, but don't go to them and have them make it for you, right? Could this be a reason why? See that word? Wizard's apothecary. Wizards know many. Remember I told y'all a lot of wizards are botanists and people that study their jobs are in agriculture and plants and all of that. That's why God didn't want them to go to the apothecary for the apothecary to make their blessed oil, because the apothecaries in those times was witches. Yeah. Now, who knows that Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret and Chanel and all of those are apothecaries? Who knew that Victoria's Secret and all of those are yes. Don't you get love spell at those places? Seduction. Mm-hmm. What are the names of some of the the sprays in there? Yeah. Love spell, seduction, all of them is stuff that you can't control. And why would they name a spray? Now look here. Where's my book? Seduction. Say do is the first part. Good morning. Say do is the first part of seduction. Seduce, right? And we know that the female Liliths were called the Sadu in Sadu. What is this talking about? The Liliths, the demons, the Aspidates that possess natural powers. Supernatural, excuse me. So in Hebrew, the same word for Lilith or Lilithu is sedu or seducing spirits. Words have power. So you see Sedu for seducing, and that's in Hebrew. And then Lilithu is from these folks, Babylonia. And why do a woman normally put on perfume? Shh, 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 shh. So when a man hug her, he smell her neck and he gets what? A love spell. A man can walk past a woman, honey, because woo-wee. I done walked past some men that had me turn all the way around like you ain't even cute, but god dang, you smell. And bodies start to move. I don't even like you like that, but the way you smelling, sir, might get you a little, huh? Huh? Hate to say it, most funny looking dudes always smell good. They know what they doing. All the funny looking dudes be smelling good. They do. They know exactly. Yeah, she like, bro, they be on me. Nigga, you know what you did. Because you ain't all that cute, but you smell real good and be fly all the time. No? Y'all don't think so? Oh, yes. Oh, to the yes. Uh-huh. I love a little funny looking. Yeah. They be nice sometimes, but now when you get did dirty by ugly, you be like, nigga, I was being nice. I was being nice to you. I was trying to see you for your personality. Listen here. You said it happened to me. I already, and this is girls too. It's guys with girls. He might not be that attracted to her, but he be trying to see her, and then she do him dirty. You be like, you booger, come on. Oh Lord, that's hilarious. Everybody like, yep, that happened to me too. I lowered my standards. Look, everybody like, damn, yep, you right, I did that. That's the stuff you won't be wanting to talk about. Them is them hidden secrets we gonna hear about on Judgment Day. Them the ones. Okay. So now that we know that Menelek is, we knew already though. We studied it. CERCA, Channel 19, The Life of Adam and Eve. The serpent covered the fruit with lust. Mm-hmm. 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 And you remember, as soon as the Liliths showed up, they had a corn session and showed him how to get it in. Because he didn't even know. And that's why him and Eve had to go ahead and consummate their marriage, remember? They did the whole corn thing in front of him. And it set up lust in him and it started burning up in him. Yeah. You said you don't want to think about Judgment Day. You scared. Yeah, it's the thing. It's the thing. Hello? What book says what? The book of Adam and Eve. That should be in your Bible. That's not, because they lived 930 years. Yeah. Who now is excited to know that, if nothing else, the first book in our yes, you're welcome. Who is excited to know that the first book of our book in our Old Testament Supergrapha was in the Bible? It was. And there's actually a Bible that is in right now on this planet that is readable, it's legible, it's everything. Now, did you see how that man said that the Earth's destruction was caused by this intermingling of the angels and the human women and the animals and the like? Didn't I tell you that if you do not go searching, my books will become between the 17th and 21st? I cannot believe they are making people wait so long. We must have bought up the whole thing, y'all. They probably now have just actually had to go and print more. I believe it in my heart, because these books used to get there the next day. Sometimes I'm telling you, I can send books and they'll be there at 5 o'clock, between 5 and 10 every day. And now it's taking 10 to 12 days for y'all to get y'all stuff. That's crazy. We done bought all the damn books. They probably maybe had 20,000 copies when we started or something. We done bought all them books. You still waiting on your books? You really started a trend. I see so many other TikTokers talking about this now. Thank you, Pooh. And we did. We set this good old internet on fire, baby. Everybody talking about the Book of Enoch, the Lost Books of the Bible. Guess what? I'm going to tell you why I'm excited about it. Because people is asking my daddy questions. We got the whole world seeking after God. Come on now. What would you rather be known for? I be seeing my work all over the internet. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'll be like, oh, well, God, other people got the benefit from me having to sit down and not have a life. It works out. It works out. God used me, and it makes me excited. Because there's people all around the world that are digging and teaching now. And everybody got some paper behind them in their little face. And they like, nah, look right here. No, you got to go deeper. No, you can't just take some. And you can't. We teaching the world to study. We teaching the world to open up their eyes. Open up your eyes. It makes me excited. It do. That's why when people come here talking crazy, bro, listen, I can see the imprint. Stop it. But guess what, y'all? Can I tell you something? So understand that what I deal with, the magnitude of rejection that I deal with here, God made me deal with it face to face first with my pastor friends and my bishop friends and my minister friends and my apostle friends and all the church people that I thought would be excited to hear this, what I am like. Look at this. It's the rest of the Bible. No. Since you shouldn't be reading that, you need to stay away from that. Nah. And I said, no, God led me to this, and I'm about to keep going. This is what the devil didn't want to happen. This is what if I would have let them talk me out of it and threw them books away, the whole world. Because we didn't tap dance on every continent and islands, babe. And even if they didn't see me, they didn't see somebody talking about the fallen angels, the book of Enoch, the life of Adam and Eve, the book of the giants, all of these things. And I'm not taking no credit because God, he led me to it. But the fact that the world, right before I got on here, everybody was an Anunnaki god and with their crystals. I didn't see people teaching unless it was like lost stuff. Like how to get out your debt, or, you know what I'm saying? Because when I got on 2 years ago, everybody was hitting them things, sitting there with their bowls and stuff, and had the crystals, selling y'all crystal tea and stuff. Wasn't they? Yeah, just some of y'all was Anunnaki guys too. Tell the truth. Who was walking around talking about they was Anunnaki? You gonna tell the truth or shame the devil? Who was walking around talking about they was a descendant and they a god and a king? Tell the truth. Not me, but y'all. I'm raising my hand for y'all. Who was doing it? Raise your hand if you was talking about you an Anunnaki god and we really came and they lying and ain't no Adam and Eve. Y'all was buying into that bush too, huh? You said, damn. Now, listen, you said I questioned it. I ain't even gonna lie. I know y'all was. Yes. Hilarious. We are not gods in that way. We are gods in the way that we can create what goes on around our life, and that's it. You don't really have no control. Because a God can stop themselves from dying. We cannot do that. Yep, I don't even dabble. Listen here. Everybody was an Anunnaki god or a Nephilim before they knew where they came from. And then what they did, they was like, oh, no, hell no. So you a cannibal? Because this is what the Anunnaki did. They was wizards and warlocks. They were cannibals. They started bestiality. Vampirism. So you still want to be an Anunnaki. You still want to be an Anunnaki and you be humping on animals and stuff? You got to do that. To be one of they peoples. You gonna get a dog or a cat or a bird or a fish. Michelle, you know this. It's right here on page 15 of our book. Well, let's just I'm going to go get the new book that Joy bought me. Let's go to our book with the joints. I'm so happy to let people know that Menelik was the Solomonic dynasty. It makes so excited. That's why they caked up. We ain't on no page. See, this book don't even go straight to it. Thank you, Joy. It's brand new. I got the look in this one. My other ones was already. Nope, I'm just about to. Because it's already marked. Look at this. When I tell y'all it's doubles and everything in here, because one is raggedy and one is not. One is raggedy. This the new one. Thank you, Joy. This one, all my books is the they be good and raggedy. This one is falling apart. The whole thing is about to come on up at. Look at. Now, right here in the Dead Sea Scrolls, right here in the Dead Sea Scrolls, well, in my raggedy copy. Good morning, everybody. It says the angels exploit the fruitfulness of the earth. And what did they do? The 200 angels chose animals, including presumably humans, on which to perform unnatural acts or ungodly acts. 200 donkeys, 200 asses, 200 rams of the flock, 200 goats, 200 of every beast from field from the animal, and thousands of birds and reptiles. They created chimeras, and they created all of the Egyptian gods you see with the animal heads or a human head in the animal body. The Greek gods. Do not believe me? Let's go to history. I shall show you. I shall show you. And that all happened in ancient Mesopotamia. Right. See here? You see that? Chaldea and Babylon. Whenever you see the names of the Greek, anytime you see the names of the Greek gods, you're actually reading the names of the Chaldeans, the kings of Babylon, which is exactly where the angels went into the women, which is in ancient Mesopotamia, right? So anytime you see Jupiter, Neptune, Juno, Vulcan, that is all Greek literature, but it's based on the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Now, the book I just showed you, this one right here, is an ancient, what do you call those things? The stone tablets that they deciphered. And what's over there? Demons, vampires, hobgoblins, ghosts, and kindred evil spirits which attack mankind. The reason that they are kindred evil spirits is because their mamas was human. Most of them. Okay. See that vampires were there? Just told y'all. The angels. Now look here. Why would this be in a biblical? Why is this here? And these people is right on the other side of what I just showed you with Jupiter now. Why is this in the Bible right here? Why is this there? Tell me. This is a bloodline. Do you understand that each one of those little lines is a bloodline? And where did they come from? Persia, Elam. Oh, Babylon, Shinar. You see this? Right there. That's a bloodline, boo-boo. You don't believe me? I'm going to show you. Let's go back here to the beginning of the world. See how those little hooks keep coming off of there? That's bloodlines being started. Lines. You see it? The bloodlines of Mahaliel, Jared, Enoch, and the like. You see? Oh. So this book, that book, that book, this book, and a few others tells me that in the 7th generation from Adam, the angels went not only into the humans and created giant humans, they made minotaurs and centaurs and mermaids and harpies and elephant men and ape men and dog folks like werewolves. And we have all of those genetic disorders in our bodies right now. We have syndactyly, polydactyly, web fingers, web feet. We have hypertrichosis, which is werewolf syndrome. We have cybernomelia, which is mermaid syndrome. We have Seckle syndrome, which is bird syndrome, and the like. Cyclopia, the list goes on. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So a lot of the people that Israel had to fight, the reason that God did not want them to be scared is because they were monsters. Anunnaki is Nephilim, yes. They are all race. Those are just races of angels. It was 200 angels, so there was 200 ranges, 200 humanoid races of giants, and then they went into the animals. So this is where you get the centaurs, the minotaurs, and all of those guys. They were half human or kind of had human-like abilities. Yeah. Because some of the angels look human. As to why God says you never know when you're entertaining an angel. They have to look like us. If you don't know, then that means they can look and sound exactly like us. So, see. The giants begin to be troubled by a series of dreams. Mayway, the Titan, the son of Angel Baraquiel, reports the first of his dreams to the fellow, and they tell him to go see Enoch. Who else was there? Gilgamesh was there when they was. You mean this Gilgamesh, Sargon the Magnificent Gilgamesh? What? This one? This Gilgamesh was there. This one? This Gilgamesh? This one. Who also went by the name Sargon the Magnificent. And he had another couple of names too. Ooh. Okay. That was not the real body of Gilgamesh. If y'all believe that, if y'all want to. Don't listen. Now. Yep, he was. So look here. See what this says right here? It says, more dreams afflict the giants, and the details of the vision are obscure, but it bodes ill for the giants. The dreamers speak first to who? The monsters, and then to the giants. This is the book of the giants in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Now, what's crazy is people would say, oh, I don't believe that. Well, that Bible that one white guy I just... Okay, let's go back, because all of this is in the book of Enoch. Okay? All of this is in the book of Enoch. You hear me? Listen, they taking DNA out of y'all. What you mean? Giantism is what? What is giantism? What's giantism? What do they consider that as? A what? A genetic what? A genetic disorder. Right? Oh, so giantism is a okay. I'm just saying. Yes, it's a mutation, but not in the way that science described it to us. The only way that we are able to live with in a condition characterized by excessive growth and height significantly above average. You mean like the giants was? They was bigger than the normal people? Do I have the Old Testament pseudepigrapha? You can get them on Amazon. So Harry Potter movie is just a documentary, basically. Most of the movies that you watch are documentaries. They tell y'all it's mythology, but it's all real. They go and they read the ancient manuscripts and they make a movie out of it for you. Mm-hmm. So this is why when you read in... No. That's what they did in Black. All of them. Thor. Oh! Thor is biblical, boo-boo. Thor is, what is it? The Tales of the Gods, Sagas, and Heroes. If you go to Genesis, it said these were the mighty men of renown and the mighty men of old. But they were made in ancient Mesopotamia, I promise you. So we're just going to go right here. You see these? The Nephilim lived in Ur. The Nephal lived. And who were they? They were the upper giant world. Oh, and then where did they live? In Erd. But if you take that D off, they lived in Ur. And Jotun is a name of one of the fallen angel's children as well. He's one of the giants. So, yeah, God gonna have you get the Bible one way or another, whether you have to call it Norse mythology or whatever. You see it? The Nephal right there lived in Erd. And we know that the Nephilim lived in Ur. Yep. And this is Norse. So, Nimrod built Uruk, which is Iraq, Nineveh, Iran, all of them cities right there he built. See? Captivating guide to Eridu, Uruk, which is Iraq. This is Iraq. Uruk. Akkad, Asher, Lagash, Babylon, Nippur. These is all his cities. Yeah. So, Soraya, do you have these books yet? Because I believe you were in the class when we talked about that, and I'm not going to go look back at it. You were in the class. In order for you to ask me that question, you got to know. You got to know. I believe you were here. Because why would you ask that and we just taught a class on it 2 days ago? If you want to find out, okay. Well, if you want to find out, you can go read it in the back of Solomon. Or go watch the class from 2 days ago. You got to watch some giant movies now, and do. That's why they have hypertrichosis. Who? Oh, you're in Europe. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Soroya. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Damn it. All right, I'm going to quit. I'm going to stop. You know folks be coming for me. It's in here. Okay, I'm sorry. I just speak because y'all, I don't be knowing. I'm sorry. At least I say I'm sorry. At least I be saying I'm sorry because y'all know folks come here trying to just be on some funny stuff, and I don't know. I can't see y'all face when you type it. So, I love you, Pumpkin. I'm sorry. Auntie be mean sometimes, you know. Auntie be mean. It's okay. I'm human. I ain't perfect. The Lord is still working on me. So, right here. Screenshot that, Miss Sailor. This is going to tell you why right here. In the hours of the day. The hours of the day and the hours of the night. Please screenshot this so you can read it because it's on here. April, no, girl. That's how you get robbed. Do you tell everybody everything you got in your house, all your secret, most important stuff? No, that's normally between a vault. It's the same thing. Like that's like telling somebody my social security number. Hands on. Yeah. It's these. You said put some insurance on it. You must have not ever seen the Ninth Gate. That's why I told y'all to watch the Ninth Gate for the main part so y'all can see. The people that told them what books they had, they kept coming up unalived. I don't want no parts of it. We was getting ready to read something. What was it we get ready to read? Oh, we was reading about why folks is I don't want to do that. So now that you know that there were monsters. Yes, listen. You said who wants what? Books? You ain't never seen rich people always got an amazing library with books from all around the world and old books. Oh, to be unalive, right? I don't want that. Right? You see how folks be coming at me on the net? What you think they do? That's why my daddy keep me tucked up. The Bible does speak of sea monsters. The Bible talks about dinosaurs and stuff too. Ooh, I love Beowulf. I love Beowulf. And there were female seducing spirits, and she seduced that nigga and had Grendel, who he was ashamed of. Grendel was a spirit. Exactly. And look at her size. Look at his size. And look how big Grendel and crazy Grendel was. Perfect example. And he was a monster. And massive. And ill-built. And just ill-proportioned. And all of that. You remember? And he was sad. He didn't want to tell nobody he humped on that demon. Yes, he wanted to tell folks. He did not want to tell nobody that was his baby. They said you went in, you got her, didn't you? No, I didn't. Well, how you been kidding? Yeah. No, I didn't. I did not tap her, bro. Quit lying, nigga. Quit lying on me. I did not do it to her, bro. She lying. That ain't your kid that keep coming in here getting people. The bad kid that's always running through here knocking everybody's stuff over. That ain't your baby. With old girl, because he looked like you. We seen him. And he bad like you too. Lying through his teeth. No, he tapped her out. Ain't that something? Listen here. Nigga still lying. Look at it. Look at him. He just denied his baby mama. That's messed up. How you gonna deny your baby? He a little ugly, but he yours. It wasn't me in the shaggy voice, that part. He a little funny looking, but he yours. I just finished teaching this story to my seniors. Come on now. It's good, ain't it? Who baby is that? They said you tapped her. I didn't. She lied, Maury. She is lying, Maury. Listen here. That's funny. No. Hold on. There was something I wanted to, oh, that's what it was. I started this whole thing, he just light skinned and is. I started this whole thing. I'm just the pappy. You is the pappy. You said my stomach hurt. Hopefully every time y'all come over here, y'all laugh so hard that you piddle a little. You pee a little. Hopefully every time you come over here, you get a good laugh once a day at least, because people's lives be crazy. And sometimes they don't see no happiness and no laughter, because I've lived in a place like that where there's nothing but tension. So when y'all come over here, I always want to make learning fun. You piddle a little. When you laugh till you pee and you got a little spot on your drawers, you piddle. You peed a little. My daughters came up with that. You peed a little bit. Who knew these existed? Oh, yes, we piddle over here a lot. We do. Y'all gonna tell the truth? Y'all be peeing on yourself too. I already know. We old. You do. Them, all of us need some Depends when we get over here. Let me go get me some Depends pads, some paws. I need, because I'm a being piddled on myself. I keep talking to these folks. So, God turned Nebuchadnezzar into a monster. That's what we was talking about in the beginning of this. God turned, you said already be on the toilet and do, because you already know. I used to, but I think I stopped after doing my little exercise, all your kegels and stuff. I need to get on that. That's probably an issue. When I was pregnant and watching the lives. Listen. Listen here. And that's funny because they used to call me, yeah, well, anyway, moving on. You said the soul saver, CERCA the soul saver. They used to call me, one of my homeboys used to call me a man eater. He said, you just eat them up and spit them out, don't you? I said, actually, I don't. He said, I don't know. So God, he gave me a new name. CERCA the man eater to CERCA the soul saver. Look at that. Look at God. Look at my daddy changing my name. Yes. It's literally. Do you know what your last name means? This is the man. Oh, Jesus. Won't he do it? It's the call. He said, nigga, ain't no way you got these niggas laid out there crying and stuff. You done broke that nigga all the way down to nothing, did you? No, I didn't. He broke himself down. I told him he better listen. He broke himself down. I don't got nothing to do with that. Like the Lord say. What God say about their punishment? He said they did it to the damn self. I didn't do nothing. They gonna be charged according to their works. And so that's what happened. They got charged according to their works. And now you broke down. Ain't you see? That's why you shouldn't have cheated on me. But why you go do that? I tried to tell you first. I tried to tell you first. You hurt your damn self. Oh, come here. You want me? You want? He said it's self up a failure. The Lord said that they gonna be paid back for their works. Well, looks like karma is paying you back. You got some cash in your pocket? I got books. That's the point, sir. Have you seen this one? Now, all my books, I go through about, can't even count. Because I take no notes. There's books up there that got all of these too, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. You can go find out, Chanel. Mm-hmm. So, with this, wait a minute. This ain't what I was trying to show you. I was asking y'all. I'm up to $6.89 in my Amazon cart. Girl, if you don't go to the Goodwill first, no. I want y'all to buy used books first. I told you it happened fast, Bree. Listen, I told y'all we have people that their husbands put them on book budgets. Half Price Bookstore, Salvation Army. A lot of this stuff be right there. And offer up. People be selling whole boxes of books for like $10. Because books are not important to people. People don't care about books no more. That's not a thing because I can read it on my iPad. I don't need a book. Right? Estate sales, marketplace. Oh, you can find good stuff. And friend some old people. They be having all kind of... Yeah. Ether. Listen. How many names do you go by, Ether? Because if you feel like you're an ether non-being, then you believe that the name that you got over here is a white man name. So how many names you go by? What is your real name? You go by mama, daddy, cousin, sister, brother, my homeboy, that nigga over there. How many names you go by? Jesus, God does not only have one name. He tells you that. Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah, all of these names are names of his facets. Like, he don't have one. I wish people would stop trying to look for the only name, because it ain't just one. He got a lot of them, just like you do. You said that nigga over there, and do. And do. Because if that's the case, it couldn't be spoken in all the languages, because all the languages don't have the same vowel pronunciation and all of that. So how would it be spoke? How would you pronounce it? If it was just one, how would you pronounce it? Because our dialect and the way that we speak don't work in China. It's something different over there in India, in Africa, and everywhere else. So how would you do that? Because if I go over there, they're not going to say CERCA. They're going to call me a name that is relevant to what they know or how their language is spoke. And this is why deceit, okay? Deception. Just like they said, oh, the what's the name them had it first. But if you get a timeline, you'll see they was all living at the same time. The Creator only has one name, Yahweh. Right. Okay. You guys can leave if you want, because I don't argue with people that don't know. I believe there's a book called The 72 Names of God, and he even says that he has other names. What's Emmanuel? Emmanuel, God is with us. There's a whole riddle in Solomon's book about the name of God. It has 9 letters. It's Emmanuel. You know the riddle? You should look for it. Because the 9 letters is Emmanuel. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I be trying to hold all that liquid. I'm back. All right. Look what I have here. You see? You see this? Right? I have that. And I have this. You see it? Let me show you. 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 Let me show you me see. Let me see. Then we're going to go right here. So she called his name Issachar. You see, Lavan, not Ban. You know, all of a sudden my body feels chills. This is the Holy Ghost, and is. It's real. It comes through the phone. I'm not fake, I promise you. So, just because I don't go with all of the legal schmeagle business doesn't mean I don't know. I keep trying to tell people. But I'm going to talk in a language that people can understand, because it doesn't make any sense for them to have a book that they don't understand. Do you understand? Because they can't apply it to their life. So I'm going to speak on people on the level that they know and let them build their relationship with God, and He'll take them where He wants them to go. I don't have to buy into nobody's nothing. Just because I don't get on here saying what I have and what I know don't mean I don't know. But what good would it do for me to teach people something that they don't understand? So I'm going to talk to them on a level they can understand so they can actually apply it. There's a lot of people that don't like it. It doesn't really matter to me, because I got the world studying the Bible, nigga. I don't care. The world is studying. The world is looking for God. The world. Not my homeboys. The whole world. I don't care. I do not care. We got the Tanakh in here. We got all kind of stuff. We got the Quran. We got the Septuagint. 5 books of Moses. It's all kinds of stuff. I even got the prophet Galil Gibran. It's in here too. And this was given to me by an AME pastor that moved to Africa 2 years ago. He lives there now. Okay? So, listen. What do I think about the Quran? That Abraham had 2 sons, and he taught them the same thing is how they interpreted it. So how you read the Bible without the Quran, I don't know. And how you read the Quran without the Bible, I don't know, because they had the same daddy. And if you're a parent, how many of you teach one kid one thing and one kid something else, even though they both laying in your house? Don't all the rules apply for everybody? Or are you a partial type parent and you let one kid, you only teach one kid how to manage their money, and you're going to let the other one starve? Because then they had the same daddy that only served one God. Didn't they? And Will Tasia. How many of y'all, you going to tell this kid one thing and when this kid something else, or are all rules across your house the same? How they take it is different. How they interpret it once you, I didn't hear you say that. I thought you only said, oh, okay. Same difference. It's 2 brothers that had the same daddy that worshiped one God. Now, that goes over people's heads. That right there, she did kick Hagar out, but you don't think that Abraham, see, this is why you got to read the other books, because it tells you that Abraham was constantly going and busting Hagar down. As a matter of fact, when Sarah died, he went and got his other wife. This is how we got all the other generations, the Hindus and the Eastern Indian people and all of that. But you got to, You gotta not just read the Bible and think that that's where all the information is. It's not all in one place. I promise you it's not. There it is. Hagar and Keturah are the same person. Hagar, that's why in China, so the Quran is Ishmael. Yes. 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 The Inki were the fathers of the Inca. I know. This is the Inki, the descendants of the Inki. I-N-K, E-N-K. They just changed the letters. That's all. Like they always do. Gotta pay attention. You don't believe me? I'm gonna show you. Easy peasy. I-R-E-R. Iraq right now is spelled I-R-A-Q, but it used to be spelled... Ooh, come on. U-R-U-K. Iraq. So when you see Ireland, you're really looking at land of the Chaldeans, which is exactly what that big green book told us, which would make Celtic and all of that, right though? Okay. You see it? Can you see it now? Like they changed the I's and the R's so that you don't know what to look for. Ireland used to be of the Chaldees. Who started Nimrod. Just like if you search Maccabees and Maccabees, Chus and Cush, and the light, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Because Iraq used to be Iraq. Uk. And they changed it from U-R-U-K to I-R-A-Q. The Tower of Babel? No, it was closer to India. I'm about to show you. If you look, India has a river called the Gagar and Saraswati River. That's Hagar and Sarah. The Gagar and Saraswati River is in India. Now, Ohio is Ohio. Come on, Nay, and yes. Named after the fallen angels and the Amorite copper traders lived in the Ohio Valley because the giants were here before and after the flood. But if you understand that the flood happened because of the giants, you'll understand that it was Pangea and everything was one piece. And when the 7 fountains of the earth opened up the geysers, we got 7 continents and our few islands. There's that. But you gotta know. You got to know, you got to know, you got to know. Okay, so here we go with this. Right here, this is the history of the Jews, just in case you know, the antiquities of the Jews. And it's about 1,000 pages, a little bit over. So then right here says, like y'all be doing. Let me not rip my page again. Cleodemus, the prophet, who was also called Malchus. So Cleodemus was also Malchus. So when you see Malchus, you know you're reading about Cleodemus, the prophet. Oh, okay. Who wrote a history. So there's 2 names for one person right there, just like I said. Who wrote a history of the Jews in agreement with the history of Moses. Their legislator relates that there were many sons, born to Abraham and Keturah or Hagar. Now, nay, he names three of them, Apher, Surim, and Japhran. That from Surim was the land of Assyria. So who knew that the Assyrians came out of Abraham and Keturah or Hagar? There you go, boom. Oh, shoot. What, CERCA? Oh, and that from the other two, Afra and Japhran, the country of Africa, took its name because these men were auxiliaries to who? Hercules. When they fought against Libya and Antaeus. And that Hercules married who? Aphora's daughter, which is Abraham's son, which would make her his granddaughter. So who knew that Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter? Did you know? What myths? I just showed you the big green book where it said that anytime you read about the Greek gods, you're reading about the Assyrian and the Babylonian kings. I just showed you that. I just showed you. I'll show you again, just in case you don't believe. Let's look. This was not written by black folks. I guarantee you, it was not. Boom. What's this say right here? Instead of the Chaldaic, where did I just see that? Oh, let me see. The Chaldean oracles, 1. Of the Chaldees, 2. 3. And, set these here. Okay. And then, ancient Babylonia is where they told me that the incantations against demon schools, vampires, hobgoblins, and kindred evil spirits which attack mankind. So I'll need that one too. So here we go. So we got the evil spirits in Babylonia and Assyria. And what was they doing? Incantations, because the angels came down and taught the women magic in ancient Mesopotamia. And then they started drinking blood and stuff and making monsters. That's what they did. And then as they died, they became demons. Oh, no, because daddies thought they was going to live forever. And God said, oh, hell no, they not. And so then I'm going to trap them on the earth because they not coming up in here with me, you bad kids. They're going to stay trapped to the earth, and then they will be judged with y'all. Moving on. So then we know that and then of the Chaldees. Keep your bad kids at home, he said. Y'all wanted them, y'all gonna have them. Boom. And then what's this? The Chaldean oracles. Oh, okay, well, we're gonna leave that there. And then we're gonna open this big baby up, and boom. What do you see? The Tower of Babel. Why would they connect that with them, with Nimrod? The reason that they was over in India trying to build a big tall tower that took 365 days to get to the top from the bottom. You can read that in Jasher. Because they was mad because their daddies was not welcome in heaven no more. And they weren't welcome either. So they were going to go up there and fight against their granddad and their uncles. Who knew? You can read that story in Jasher. I believe it's around the 9th chapter or so. Between 4 and 9, I'm thinking. War on God. And that's how some of them got turned into ape men and elephant men. And what do we see when we go over to India? We see that they worship the elephant man as one of their gods. And that was right in the area of the land of Shinar or Sinnar, which is right around that whole between where the Persians would have been and where the Indians were, yeah. Now, let's go here again one more time. Boom. Anytime you see the Chaldaic, it's really the Greek names of the kings of Babylon and Assyria. So whenever you see the Greek gods, you're reading about thank you, Jesus, the kings of Babylon and Assyria. And why? Because their names are most found and commonly used. So that's the only reason you know them. But when you're reading about them, you're reading about the Chaldean kings, because that's where the angels tapped at before the flood. And they were the great builders of all of the monolithic structures that you see, because their daddies was there when God was building the cosmos. That's why the scientists today still can't figure out how they have 20-ton blocks that you can't even stick a human hair in between, because these men were there when everything was being made. What you done said. They watched God build the universes. They know the biblical math. They know the heavenly math. Um, just like Hiram Abiff ran with Solomon. He was a giant, and demons helped build Jerusalem because God made Solomon the first Lord of the Rings. God said, whatever you do is still going to turn out for my good. So since y'all thought y'all was about to be running here doing stuff, get busy. Go and pick up that rock so you can help build mine. So this, magic carpets and whatnot. But if you don't study, Arabian Nights is up there. And if you get to going through them names and looking at the stories, everything be lining up right here. Don't believe me? Just watch. So the Greeks have a story about a magic flying horse. And then in 1,000 Nights, or Arabian Nights, they have a story about a flying magic horse too around that time. Ain't that so crazy? This is also how I found out that Slav, the word for slave used to be Memluk. And if you look and see what a Memluk was, it was a white slave to the Arabian princes back in the day. This is why Slavic people are called, that's why they say Slavs came from Slavic, which was slave to the Arabic people. But you gotta know, and just because I don't be posting, just... Never mind. The story of the magic horse. So if I know that Greek, Celtic, Norse mythology is built off the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, and Arabians would have been some of those people, and there are magic flying horses in Arabia around that time, and there's maybe, I don't know. You gotta read. You gotta know. You gotta look besides what everybody else be telling you. When you let God lead you, then you find a whole bunch of stuff people never even knew existed. But you gotta put all the pieces together. You can't just look at it from one way. And that is where a lot of people go wrong. Because just like all of these pastors and preachers that came in here and lied to y'all, these Christians, and said if God wanted it in the Bible, it would have been in there. And then I showed y'all a video today of one of the oldest Bibles in the world. And it has the book of Enoch in it. Oh, and Ethiopians have the oldest recognized canon. Oh. Oh. Just like we know why Aswan or Anwan Egypt is named Aswan and Anwan Egypt, because that's where the daughter was born at. Is one of Adam and Eve's first daughters. Because Adam and Eve weren't birthed, they were created. And she would have been either the first or the second created daughter. And we have a place called Aswan, Egypt, or Anwan, Egypt, that they say is the oldest place in civilization. Well, I wonder why. I just wonder why. I wonder why. Can you find a book? Why would you want to fight your own battles? Because you don't even know what's going to happen in 5 minutes. I don't suggest that. I suggest you let God fight your battles and you go to him and just give them to him. The best book you could do is a journal to write it down and tell him your problems, time and date it, and see how long it take him to take care of it. Because you can't take care of none of your problems at all, or else they wouldn't be problems. I don't suggest you try fighting any of your own battles because you're going to lose. And I'm not speaking negative. I'm just saying you can't. Because you don't even know what's going to be happening tomorrow, but he do. So he can tell you everything that you need to do today to make tomorrow a good day. Or if there is trouble coming your way, if you get up in the morning and ask him, what is it that you want me to do? Or how is it that, and this is a real thing, and it used to feel crazy at first. But then you get up and you do it every day. And honey, you won't want no other way. I promise you. You'll be like, quit trying to talk to me before I talk to God. Go away. My first 30 minutes, I'm about to get this journal. I'm about to get my devotional. What you got? And it don't be wrong. It be right on it every time. It be right every time. We're supposed to be looking in here. That's what we're supposed to be doing. What time is it? Because I got somewhere to go. And then I'll be back. Yeah, I might want to get moving. So this is what I'm going to do. I could probably wait till Monday. No, because I got to go. Yeah, I got to go run and get something real quick. And then I'll be back. Give me like an hour. Yeah, no. I got to go get my meds. What? I got to go refill my prescription. And the pharmacy probably going to close. So I got to hurry up and go refill my prescription. And then I'll be back. Give me about an hour. I'll be back. Can y'all wait an hour for me to go and get my prescription? I got to go get my prescription, then I'll be back. Okay. I love y'all. I'll be back. Give me about 45 minutes. It probably ain't even going to take that long, but give me about 45 minutes. Just give me an hour. Okay. All right, bye, y'all. I'll be back.